Hello everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a while. If you're new here, my name is Jess, and this is Jess trying to make it through the week, through the month, and hopefully to become debt-free and own my own home one day. On this channel, we'll be doing some budgeting, cash stuffing, working on some sinking funds, and a few savings challenges. Also, there will be some grocery hauls sprinkled through to see how I can do where I'm on a grocery budget for the very first time, plus with the prices going the way they are these days. So if any of this interests you, please comment, like, and subscribe below so you can follow along this journey with me. So let's get started. This is the budget sheet that we started out at the beginning of July, and I just have to update a few things that have been paid now. I print this off of Google Sheets mainly so I don't have to rewrite all this stuff every month, and I just highlight it here on the side once it has been paid. And I believe that actually came out already as well. Okay. One of the main things for this sheet is I just wanted to be able to see what I did with my checks. I do budget technically by paycheck. You can see where I split some of my bigger bills to be paid over both paychecks. But I really wanted to be able to see it all on one page. So that's why I made this. And I have my annual bills down here. And let's see how much we have left from our bill or our paycheck this time. Minus. So $551, which was quite a bit less than what we had last month. So I don't know if any of you use Ibotta. I do. It's a cashback app. It's fairly good. Sometimes it's hit or miss on if there's a lot of good deals out there. And the only drawback is you have to go through the app and select the items before you buy them, or you won't get the rebate. But I've been able to make a decent amount of money on it, and I actually had about $70-ish like accumulated. You have to have at least $20 on Ibotta before you can cash out. So this left me with $551, and so I sent 55 of that I had on Ibotta to the bank to add to this amount. And if you saw, it was one of my first videos, my very first paycheck, although I didn't do a video on the stuffing of that one, but I had like $2 left over that I had just sitting around in my 100 envelope challenge box, and I went ahead and added that to this as well, just to try and beef up the amount that I could use. So we're going to add 55 and 2. So that leaves me a total of 608, which still a little bit less than last month, but we'll make do because we get 3 checks this month. Hallelujah. I just always write here at the bottom probably a little uneven. I don't do well if I'm not writing on a line. All right. Let's see here. And if you have seen some of my other videos, you will see here when I get to, this is where I keep track of my cash envelopes and my sinking funds. Okay, now for my first 2 cash envelopes, I only leave, technically I allot $150 for groceries and $45 for gas, but I only keep the $25 in cash and $15 for the gas. I leave the rest in the bank because I mostly use my credit card for the cashback rewards, and so if I need that amount as well, I'll just go ahead and deposit it back in the bank. But I only keep that little bit on me in cash. So if I take this 608 and subtract the $125 in the bank for groceries, and subtract the $30 in the bank for gas. That leaves me with $453. And so we will see here, we'll count our money. 50, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, 120, 130, and 140. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Alright. So to separate our money out here. I'm sorry if you guys hear a lot of noise in the background. I live on a very busy street. There is a speed bump like right in front of my house, and a lot of work trucks that go by don't necessarily like to slow down, so it sounds like they've run into something usually. And there was a little bit ago somebody like cutting down trees or something, so if you hear any of that, I apologize. But I do live in a very busy area. Okay, now for my groceries. Now I've already gone to the store. I'll be doing a grocery haul here soon. And I did go over in groceries this month, but I think this was the first time I've ever been on a budget. And if you have ever tried to start a budget before, usually, especially with groceries or anything that is like a variable, like it's not a bill, so there's not really a set amount of what you need for it. You just kind of have to guesstimate what you might need. It takes a while. It takes a couple weeks or months to really set an amount that you know is going to work for you. So the 150 worked okay. The last paycheck actually had $5 of rollover, which is what is right here, which is going to be set aside to go back into the bank. And on the 15th, and I'll be doing grocery hauls for this stuff. Work has been crazy. If you know, you know. I'm a night shift nurse, and it's been rough the last week or so. I went to Big Lots, Food City, and Walmart. Food City is our local grocery store around here, and I had $38.54 left, and then I had to renew my CPR last night, so I was at a late class at the hospital and went to Walmart afterwards, and I needed to get a couple things for the house. I wanted, since I've been trying, obviously to put myself on a grocery budget, I really needed to inventory all the groceries I have in the house, like freezers and pantry and everything. And when I first moved in, which it's been a couple years, everything was a little bit more organized than it is now. So I needed to get some containers and some things to do some organization to really see what I had. Because of course, I think every time someone goes through their pantry, if it's been a while, months or years, you might find a thing or two that's probably expired or stale or something like that. So I got some containers to try and just organize the chaos down there. And so that was one of the things I needed to get at Walmart. And I found, when I first walked in, there was a specific item on sale. We'll go over that in the grocery haul that I kind of stocked up on. It's a favorite of Chris's, and we honestly just kind of found it a couple weeks ago. Like, he tried it at his brother's house, really liked it, and then we got some, and it was really great. And I don't know why all of a sudden it was marked down the way it was, but I grabbed quite a few bags of that and some other things. I'm not going to say that I'm a prepper or doomsdayer or whatever you want to call them, but I do try, and I mean, that's partly why I have a good stock of things in the pantries, because like I said, I always kind of overspent. And mainly because I thought I didn't put a meal plan together before I went to the store. So I was in the store on Pinterest or on, just online looking up recipes, and I couldn't remember if I'd have this many cans of vegetables or that many cans of cream soup or something like that. So I would just go ahead and buy more because I had enough money at the time to do it. And so I just ended up with a ton of soup or a ton of canned tomatoes or this, that, and the other thing. And That's kind of how it's accumulated over the years. And I did used to coupon, so I had a lot of laundry detergent and a lot of bath and body type stuff. And so I've not really had to buy certain things, honestly, for the last year or so, because I did kind of like really hardcore couponing there for a while, so I really got stocked up on a lot of stuff, but it's starting to dwindle down in certain sections. And I do watch a few other YouTubers out there that I'm not going to say they don't, some of the things they say don't kind of worry me, and I feel like, ooh, I really do need to stock up on this, or I really do need to go get that. And so there were some things that I saw at the store that I went ahead and grabbed because it was in stock, and some of it hasn't been in stock for a while. And plus, I kind of thought, well, if I get it now at this price, hopefully in the next couple weeks, I won't have to try and buy it, you know, because I need it and it'd be double the price. And so I just bought a few things, and I'm going to start making a list of certain things that I might want to grab one or two of every time I go to the store, just to try and build up some of that stockpile. So technically, I am, I took the 38.54 that I had left over and added the $5 of rollover. That's how I got the 53.54. And so I am short, I guess you could say, 31.26, which I do have a good sized buffer in my bank account, but I'm going to be pulling some stuff out of other categories to try and cover that. So we'll see how we do later, but that's kind of the situation with the grocery. So I'm not going to stuff anything in here because technically I've already spent it. And we should be fine on groceries, except for, I mean, I might need to go get some milk or something like that, which is just a few dollars right now anyway. We'll see how that goes. So that $5 was the rollover that had been in there. I went ahead and pulled that out to put back in the bank. And for my last video, I only had like $13 left over from my $150 that I had allotted, and I had bought a couple gallons of milk and a couple 18 count eggs and a pack of hot dog buns with that. So that was spent. Okay, so nothing's gonna be going in groceries. Technically, I'm going to write the same thing on here because that was how much was allotted. I'm just not stuffing it now because it's already been spent. So it's already technically going to be put back in the bank. So I'm going to go ahead and take that 25 that was going to go in that envelope because the 125 is already in the bank, and put it aside to take back to the bank. Now for gas, I've not really spent anything. Like I said, Chris has been the one using my car more, so he has been the one putting the gas in it. So I have 15 from the last paycheck and 15 from the check before that. And I think I'm just, so technically this time I would be putting in another 15. So when I do the rollover, I'm only rolling over the amount that I had in cash. I'm not rolling over the 30 that was in the bank. Like where I'm not spending it, I'm not rolling over the entire 45. Each paycheck, I'm only rolling over the amount I had in cash. That way I don't have so much kept in here or trying to keep track of that in the bank. I just let that kind of become part of the buffer. And this is just the extra, or this is the only part that I'm rolling over. So there was 15 from the last paycheck and 15 from the paycheck before that. I need to start writing that on there. I'll update that later. And instead of adding another 15 to it, because Chris is filling the car up with gas this morning, like as we speak, actually, I'm going to add this to the amount that I need to put in the bank to cover some of the groceries. So there's going to be $10, $20, $25, and $30 in gas, in cash here. And so even though I took the 15 of cash to send back to the bank, there's still 30 in the bank for this time, plus 30 in cash. I'll update the tracker to make that a little bit more easier to understand. I know that's probably not the easiest explanation. Eating out. We did go out to eat, but Chris has been the one that was spending it, or like buying it. So this I'm going to send back to the bank to cover some of the groceries, a little bit left on the house, and I actually had to go to the dentist the other day, so that was like $106, and I had to have the brakes and rotors changed on the car, so this will just be added to that. That has to go back to the bank. Sorry if this is not making any sense. My spending money I'm going to take, because I was the one that wanted to buy I just wanted the pantry and stuff to be organized, and I really like that kind of stuff, but I'm going to take my $15 of my spending money to put back in the bank to cover some of the organization stuff that I bought for the house. Okay. Oh. I guess it might help if I actually stuff the other ones, right? So the eating out and stuff is getting $20 for this paycheck. I'm sorry, I've been up all night and I'm half asleep. And my spending money will get $15 back. I'm trying to make this video not so long, because there's a couple of other ones that I would like to do. So I put 15 in mine, and Chris will get another 15. I'm skipping date night this time, and miscellaneous will get 5 as well. And Chris already has a decent, I'm going to start taking these paper clips out. So Chris will get another 15. He's been spending his own money, so I might just, like, whenever this gets up to a large amount, maybe I'll gift it to him for Christmas or something. So he now has 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, and 45 in his spending. Okay. Date night, it doesn't have a label or tracker. I still need to make one for that. And date night is being skipped this time, so we're not putting anything in it, and that $10 is going to be going back to the bank. Now, like, I know it seems like I've not spent any of this stuff. Technically, I do, even when I do go out to eat and stuff like that, I still use my card, so all this money is basically being sent back to the bank every month. But I do want to have some in cash instead of leaving everything in the bank, because I live in a very small town, and sometimes you'll go in a place and the card reader isn't working, or the internet's down or something like that, and you have to use cash, and so it's just easier to have some cash on me for some of those things. So I had the $5 from last week and the rollover from the week before for miscellaneous, and those are going to be going back to the bank to cover, like I said, the expenses that we've had this month, and it'll get 5 for this month. Okay, so that is done with the cash envelopes. Sorry if that was kind of confusing, the way I explained some of that. I'll start filling out the trackers a little bit better to make a little bit more sense. Okay, so now to go through some of the emergency funds. Both of our emergency fund envelopes will be getting, did I say emergency funds? The sinking funds. Both of the emergency funds will be getting 20. Mine will be getting, well, Chris I know is going to get 15. I might go ahead and take the 15 that I was going to put in mine and just stick it in the bank, because to cover where I went to the dentist. I might just leave it. I do have a decent amount of a buffer. I'm just going to go ahead and stuff it, because I already have another appointment to go back in September, so that can just go towards that. Both of the car maintenance will be getting 20. New car will be getting 20. House maintenance will be getting 10. Taxes will be getting 5. Investments won't be getting anything this time. And debt snowball will be getting 10, and future home 25. Okay, we'll do those next. Alright, so the emergency fund will be getting 20. And let's see here, I didn't write down the, so I have 608. Excuse me. Ever since I was sick the other month, when I talk too much, my throat still gets really, really dry. So this is a paycheck from 7/15. It's going to be getting 20. So now I have 20, 40, 60, and 80 in my emergency fund. Okay, Chris's emergency fund is also getting 20. Sorry, I have no idea what that was. Hopefully it was not a gun, because it sounded pretty close. It's probably just a truck outside, I'm sure. Alright, so for my medical, I'm actually going to be pulling out, what do I have in here right now? 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, and 45. So I'm going to be pulling out the 45. Trying to think of what day I actually went to the dentist. The 19th. Okay, 7/19. Dentist. And what did I say that was? 45? 30, 45. Yeah. So we're going to take out 45. Okay. And this is just going 10, 20, 30, 40, 45. Oh, 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. And this is going to be going back in the bank to help cover the dentist expenses. And then this month it is going to be getting another, or this paycheck, excuse me, is going to be getting 15 from the paycheck number 2. Alright, and this will be going towards, I have another appointment in September, so this will just be going towards that. Okay, and Chris's medical will be getting 15 as well. I'm sorry, I don't think half of this stuff has been in the shot. Alright, so now he has 10, 20, 30, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60. Okay, so for both of our car maintenance, we're going to pull out the money that is in there because we both use the car. So there's $60. Lord, I can't even remember the day that we put that in there. I'm just gonna put on the 10th. I don't remember the exact day that we had the I don't even know if I'm spelling that correctly. But we are taking the $60 and putting it in the bank. And then for the, I'm so sorry. And then for the 7/15 paycheck, we will be adding 20. I'm sorry, this is kind of all over the place. Which I know that's what the sinking funds are for, but I've never really pulled this much out before to do this. So and then we're going to add 20 from this paycheck. So this 60 will be set aside, and this 20 will go into I'm sorry, $20 for a new car. Okay, there's 60 in there now, so another 20, and this is mostly going to probably be going to Chris's new car whenever he finds one. 20, 40, 60, and 80. Okay, so house maintenance. Okay, I will be taking that $30 out. And 20 and 30 will be coming out to cover the organization things that I bought. I'm just gonna put storage bins. And then it will be getting $10 from this paycheck. Okay, so this will be set to the side. $10 going in. All right, taxes will be getting $5. If you've not watched any of my other videos before, there's 15 in here now. I don't have any children, so like when it comes to tax time, I don't really ever get any money back, and I always have to pay some in, and but you know, I always have the money for it, like saved up in the bank. It's never been an issue. But this past year, because so many nurses have left their staff positions to travel, we've been mandated to work so much that it came out, I guess, you know, that I made a whole lot more money because I was mandated to work more. And so the amount that I had to pay in was quite a bit more than normal for me. And so I just want to try and save some up this time, so next year, if it happens like that again, it's not as much of a hit. Investments didn't get any this paycheck, and debt snowball is going to be getting 10. Okay, we'll add this in, see how much debt snowball has now. 100, 120, 140, 160, 170, 80, 90, 200, 210, 211, 212, 213, 214, and 215. Did I even count that right? Let me just, sorry. 100, 120, 140, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, okay, 215. That's pretty good. That'll make a good extra payment on the student loan. Okay, next is future home, and it is going to be getting 25. Okay. Alright, 20, 40, 60, 80, 85, 90, 95, 100. Alright, let me fill out the next section here. Halloween is going to be getting 10, Thanksgiving 11, Christmas 53, Valentine's 6, Easter 8, anniversary will be getting 10, current event, which is probably going to be the wedding, a very small wedding. Mom is going to get 20, and birthdays will be getting 20, and Annabelle will be getting 10. Let's go ahead and do the last section here because there's only a couple. Clothing and self-care will be getting 10 because I'll have to buy some more scrubs soon. And baby, which I'm not pregnant yet, but probably going to hopefully happen soon. So I want to continue to save for that. Alright, so Halloween will be getting 10. Okay. Alright, so now Halloween has 100, 120, 140, 150, 160, 170, and 180. Can't believe we're almost to Halloween. It's really flying by. Kids are going to be going back to school in just a few weeks. It seems like they just got out. Thanksgiving is going to be getting 11. And now it has 100, 120, 130, 140, 150, 160, 161, 2, 3, and 4. 164. And Christmas, we'll be getting the normal 53. Okay. Alright, and now Christmas has 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, 550, 600, 650, 700, 720, 730, 731, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 1, and 2. 742. That's pretty good. Okay, and Valentine's Day is the next one, so only going to be getting $6. Okay. So 20, 35, 45, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, and 60. Okay, Easter will be getting 8. Sorry, that would be my neighbor yelling. She yells at her dogs a lot. Okay, 25, 35, 31, oh, no. 25, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I'm going to exchange these 10 ones for a $10 bill for my little stack over here. 20, 30, 35, 40, 40, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 46, 47, 48. Sorry, she's screaming and the dogs are barking. I apologize if you can hear that in the background. $10 for anniversary. I think there was a comment the other day because I got mixed up on, I want to say maybe not my last video, but the video before that. I was missing a $10 bill, and I think this might have been where it went. This is what it's looking like. Oh wait, no, I left that 10 because I'd already had 200 in there. And then, okay. So now I have 30. Okay, current event is going to be getting 10. Okay, so that is now 40. Mom is going to be getting 20. So she now has 20, 40, 60, and 80. Birthdays. Actually has 60 in here right now, and I'm going to take out 40 for Chris's birthday. And then add the 20 from this paycheck. I know some of this kind of seems redundant, like why take out 40 and then add 20, and it's just at this point where I'm still kind of new to this, the 40 I'm taking out, just try and keep it straight in my mind. So it'll still be left with 40 instead of 80. That kind of is sad, but that's what the sinking funds are here for, so it still seems a little, you know, pulling out the money, but that's what we're saving it for. This 10 is for Annabelle, so she now has 10, 20, 30, and 40, which I think I'm just going to replace with these two 20s and set this back. Okay, clothes and self-care is going to be getting $10. I'll have to get some scrubs soon. Okay, 10, 20, 30, and 40. Might see if I have a couple 20s to put in place of that as well. So 40. is going to be getting 10. Sorry, hit the camera. Okay, 10, 20, 30, and 40. Okay, that's the last one that's going to be getting any money. And where Sam's Club is, like, mainly, we just went to Sam's Club, and we probably will only ever go there, like, once or twice a year at the most. Unless where we're doing this might be saving up more money. So I'm going to take out this 15 to go towards the groceries, because that's mainly what we get at Sam's Club is groceries when we do go. We try to stock up on like household stuff, so I'm going to pull this out to put in back into the bank to cover some of where I overspent. So we'll just put I overspent on the 20th. So this one will start from scratch the next time it gets some. Okay, so let's see how much I have going to the bank. I'll separate this stuff out. Okay. Alright. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 200, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250, 260, 270, 280, 290, 95, 300, 305, 310, 315, 320, 325, 330, 335, 340, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, and 50. So 350 going to the bank to help cover the car expenses, the medical expenses, the birthday, groceries, house, a little bit of everything that went on this week. It looks about the amount of money I put in there. All right, we're not gonna be able to stuff the 100 envelope challenge envelopes I had chosen. So hopefully with the first paycheck of August, because the third paycheck of this month, besides groceries and gas, the rest of that will be going to the student loan payment, trying to make a large lump sum payment on that one. So that will be the end of this video. This is going to go in the bank, and if you have any questions that you have from the video, just leave them below. Please comment, like, and subscribe if you would like to see more. I know this one was kind of all over the place, I'm sorry. Hit the notification bell so you know when I upload my next video, and I'll see you in the next one, which should be in the next few minutes. I'm going to try and film the grocery hauls, so hopefully I'll get those loaded up today. It depends on how long it takes it to load, because I got to try and get some sleep for work tonight. So that's all for today. See you in the next one. Bye.